recording date or the sale date, the actual sale date of the property, you can do so. The deed type, the sale price, length of residence. So this search you will also find under one of these wizards, which is the new homeowners, right? Because new homeowners typically fall within the 0 to, we actually say recommend 0 to 12, but maybe some might consider 0 to 6 as a new resident. So you'll find this search also under this wizard here. Lot area, parking information, pre-foreclosure flag. We have a pre-foreclosure flag. Bruce, I know you had interest in foreclosure information.
Okay.
A little different from the foreclosure tab up here. The pre-foreclosure, this is just your basic flag letting you know which homes are currently in pre-foreclosure, and that's status of pre-foreclosure, or you can choose to exclude those. Just your basic generic flag. Whereas the foreclosure tab, you have a more detailed search. Well, I'll be able to go over here shortly. More detailed, granular search when it comes to foreclosure information.
What constitutes pre-foreclosure?
Yep.
What constitutes pre-foreclosure?
So, a house that is has notice of default, list pendants, trustee sale, there's a pending auction on the house. So these are the houses that haven't actually gone back to the bank yet, but they're going through that process of going towards foreclosure.
Thank you.
Yep, great question. Thank you. You can do a search on, like I said, property type, so not just homes that you'll have access to, but also vacant land, agricultural, industrial properties, apartments, commercial. There's SFR if you're looking just for SFRs, condos, PUDs. If you're looking for SFRs 1 to 4, look out for some of these preset selections down here that would kind of give you a suggestion. So once you select that, it'll automatically let you know which ones are considered SFR 1 to 4. And then you can even do a detailed property types search. So, based on the county land use codes, we provide all those down here for you. So, if you want to search specifically, for example, chemical plants or a cannery, lumber yards, you'll see it all down here on the detailed property search. Site water influence, even again, if the county provides it to us, you can search for those houses that overlook a canyon or have a mountain or ocean, both mountain or ocean view, golf course view, lake, etc. State land use codes, if you know those, we give you that option as well. Number of stories or floors, so if you're looking for high rises, you can use in combination with the property type, looking for condos or apartments, and then come into the stories or floors and entering, what you want to consider high rise, but maybe 20 and above, you can do so. Even style of house, if you're looking for Art Deco or dome houses, you can do so. Swimming pool present, obviously popular with their swimming pool cleaning companies, but it lets you know all the properties that have in-ground swimming pools. Total assessed value. So we provide that current home value up here, right? This is only for homes, only for homes that we place that value on. When it comes to commercial, we actually can't calculate that, but you can always go to what the tax assessor's office calculates on those commercial properties. So if you wanted to search on the tax assessor's value, you can do so right there. Or again, based on our AVM, you can do tax reduction search as well. Number of units, you can search on that, and year built as well. All right, any questions regarding the property tab?
Yes, I have a question.
Yep.
Are you able for property to look for vacant homes?
Vacant homes, yep. Under the property type, so there's vacant land. Oh, vacant homes.
Yes.
No, there actually is not. We don't have any type of flag indicating. So, and I don't know if the county would actually be able, if they record any of that information or not.
Probably not.
Because all this data is driven from what we collect from the county. So yeah, I did that. I have not seen whether a home is vacant or not. But again, there's the pre-foreclosure flag, which may help you determine which houses or properties are currently in distress. So maybe that might lead to, but in terms of a straight vacant home flag, no, we do not. Sorry. All right. Then we can move on to the demographics tab. And just to let you know, so when you do a search on all these other tabs, like, we did interest rate search, mortgage amount, when you do a search on it, it's going to output this field into your file at the end. So you'll see in your file,
Just learning this source thing here. This thing here, you can basically gather information from everybody across the United States. There's 134 million records.
We will not output the data to you. It's only used as a search function because, again, it's
Thank you for your service out there.
we do acquire
Much appreciated. Yeah.
So we will not output it on your file, but you can definitely search on it, and you can search, as you can see, on household, the whole household, or individual one, primarily being the head of household, or individual two. And under, you can see there's a lot of selections as well on age. Age being a popular search for demographics. And Jennifer, you were asking about age. So this is where you would find your age search. We provide these buckets for you, or you can generate your own search. You can search on, whether they're business owner, a contributor to something, I don't know, animal welfare contributions, political, credit card holders. You can even reach out to, let's say you want a mailing campaign out to those Amex holders. You want to sign them up for a MasterCard or vice versa, MasterCard, Visa. Direct mail pieces, what type of direct mail pieces they may get, I don't know, garden and farming, education, estimated income, ethnicity. So let's say you want to do a mailer out to the Greek community or, the Chinese, you can do so. Gender, what their interests might be, whether they have automotive interests, gourmet cooking, etc. Fitness. Investments, what current investments they may hold, CDs, IRAs, mutual funds, other real estate, stocks and bonds. What language, kind of going with the whole ethnicity theme. Lifestyle attributes, those credit agencies, they throw them, throw us into a category, right? So, whether you're searching for blue-collar backbone or upscale America, you can do so. Magazine subscriptions, marital status, occupation. So let's say you want to generate a mailer to all the engineers in the area or the dentists, the nurses. You can do so here. Presence of children, religion, and even year of birth, which I guess it's preference whether you want to do age search or year of birth. You can do that as well. So. Any questions about the demographics?
Yes, can you find out if they are late on their credit card payments?
No, we do not offer that data.
Okay.
Great question. Any other questions? All right. So we'll move on to the foreclosure information. I know, Bruce, you have probably strong interest in this section, and this is where you do a search on, again, the pre-foreclosure properties, so the ones that are heading towards foreclosure, they're going through that process right now. Or you can search on the actual REO properties, or the bank-owned, real estate-owned, that went back to the bank because of the foreclosure. Now you'll notice why the pre-foreclosure is broken out into two searches, and that's because it depends on if you'll be reaching out to a judicial state or a non-judicial state. Typically the judicial state's going through that whole process of, so we throw them under the default initiated of, notice of default or list pendants, trustee sale, notice of trustee sale, something being filed that goes through that process of going towards foreclosure. Whereas then there are those states that are non-judicial that don't go through it. All they do is just file that document right away at the court at the county and letting the county know that the house is in pre-foreclosure and sets an auction date right away for the sale of the house. You can easily Google that as well, judicial versus non-judicial, whether you should use the default initiator or pending auction sale search. But we also do offer a little hint box right there, so you'll notice that those states down at the bottom typically go through, the pending auction sale process. So those states, you usually want to do the pending auction sale search. There are some states, that kind of do both. So if that's the case, then you will have to do two separate counts for one state. But typically, if you follow this box, you should be led in the right direction. And again, with the default initiated being, all your NODs, list pendants, you can search everything from recent added date. So then this is when the actual document was re-uploaded into our system. You can search on default amount, so any monies that are delinquent on the property. Foreclosure effective date, so different from the recent added date. Recent added date is again when it was entered into list source, but the foreclosure effective date is when it was actually recorded at the county office. So